I very much appreciate that they had that line in there that very explicitly said, we were lucky to survive. They're actually treating a notorious Jedi killer with the weight they deserve, instead of having, oh, I don't know, for example, Ahsoka fighting the famed Jedi killer Grievous, and somehow walking away without a scratch both times.
There's no consequences in terms of injury or like anything like that, right? Like this is actually much better. Much better. I love how they have the others moving in the background, so it doesn't look like they're just standing there doing nothing, but they're also just like, they're just moving. They're not actually like making any progress in any particular direction. And so it's just funny.
Hera, go! We'll cover you!
Kanan, look out!
Thanks? I hadn't noticed there was a literal Sith Lord standing there. Thank you so much for telling me, look out!
But at the same time, he was like looking at her. And it's like, dude, Vader's right in front of you. Maybe don't take your eyes off him.
Good point.
Gotta love slapstick comedy in the middle of a very dramatic moment.
That felt very out of place.
Oh, wow. Interesting. They don't know yet Vader's significance. I mean, not in the sense that they know he's Anakin, but like in the sense of status in the Empire? Or like, what do they know about Vader at this point?
We hear Kanan later say, like, he does recognize that he is a Sith.
What was that? Another Inquisitor?
A Sith Lord, the ancient enemy of the Jedi.
So he knows that this isn't just an ordinary Inquisitor. This is the real deal.
Aren't the Inquisitors Sith, though, too? I mean, like, they're not part of the rule of two, because we get around that technicality. But, they're technically Sith, are they not? They have the yellow eyes and the red sabers and that dark side usage, and that they fit every hallmark of a Sith, but they're not Sith.
Yeah, I always found that whole thing to be weird.
Like, I recall, people in our Discord saying that, like, Sith is technically, like, a belief system in itself, kind of like the Jedi. Like, you can have Force users who are not Jedi, like good Force users, and you can have bad Force users who are not Sith.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I guess they aren't Sith, but, like, they also fit the category of Sith, so they're kind of Sith. I feel like the distinction between good Force users and Jedi is very clear, because they're often portrayed as just, very different. Like, they're not using lightsabers, they don't have, like, the same character. Like, it's like they have their own kind of culture, right? So it's very distinct. Like, oh, that's a Jedi and that's just a good Force user. Whereas with, like, in this kind of case, all the Sith we see, like, all of their, like, hallmark, like, oh, okay, this is a Sith. You see all that in the Inquisitors as well. Like, there's not much distinction there.
I think that was actually well-timed for once.
Yeah. And it also didn't have the, like,
The very giant
fanfare. Yeah. It just kind of, like, it was there, but, like, the music that was already there just kept playing. Like, they did it good! I'm so proud! Oh, wow! They defeated Vader! So impressive! Incredible! Yeah, who saw this coming?
That doesn't kill him, what will?
Not us. Run!
I like that response.
force.
Oh,
He could literally just force grab. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I do like that he was completely wiping the floor with them, but at the same time, it kind of made it feel like he was just toying with them.
Yeah, because he should have been able to defeat them.
Yeah, and it's like,
why would Vader
why
toy
would
with
yeah
them?
why would he toy with them? Like, what purpose does that serve? Why not he just like kill him and move on with his day?
Yeah. I mean, the
Couple
answer
less
is
rebels to
plot
deal with.
armor. The plot armor in this show is a mile thick.
Yep.
It's one of those things. I was thinking about it, and maybe I've kind of like said this kind of thing before, but it's like, this is a kids show, and it's very aware that it's a kids show, right? Where with TCW, they were trying to pretend they weren't, but they
Yeah.
had all the hallmarks of being a kids show. Whereas this, it's like, I kind of forgive it for being a kids show because it's aware that it's a kids show.
Yeah.
It's not trying to be anything more than that. And so it's like, yeah, they've got plot armor that's a mile thick, and they've got, you know, some really stereotypical, like, incompetent bad guys who are just super, super bad to make sure you know that they're the bad guys. And it's like, okay, yeah, there's these kid show tropes in there, but it's like, does that make it a bad kid show because it has kid show tropes in it? Like, you can definitely do, like, elevated kids shows, and I think that's great, but, like, I also feel like there's an aspect where it's like, if someone is making something, and, like, I think a good analogy is, like, you've got the three little pigs, right, and they each have their own little house, right? If you go to the house of straw and this pig is like, look at my house of bricks, ain't it amazing? You're like, that's a house of straw. No, bro, this is brick. It's like, I would criticize that more than the pig who's just like, yeah, this is my house of straw. It was fast. It was easy. It keeps the sun off me. I'm happy. I'm not going to be like, oh, but it's not a house of brick. So I do extend, like, leniency toward media that is honest about what it is, right? Like, I'm not gonna watch a horror comedy and be like, oh, well, like, it was too funny, horror's supposed to be scary, right? Like, no, they made a horror comedy, they know exactly what they're being, and they're being that. So that's kind of my opinion. That's part of why I give this show more leniency for clear problems in the material.
Yeah. Oh.
She just got shot in the head.
Yep. Lucky
And
she has that helmet.
I mean, she does always wear the helmet, so it's not convenient that, oh, she's suddenly wearing her helmet.
I will mobilize our fighters to pursue.
That will be unnecessary, Commander. The rebels will not leave the planet yet.
Maybe he was toying with them on purpose? I don't know.
How do we fight him?
Fight him? Ezra, we were lucky to survive.
I very much appreciate that they had that line in there that very explicitly said, we were lucky to survive. They're actually treating a notorious Jedi killer with the weight they deserve, instead of having, oh, I don't know, for example, Ahsoka fighting the famed Jedi killer Grievous, and somehow walking away without a scratch both times.
They've been injured. They're, like, clearly shaken. Cause yeah, Anakin's like, oh, you know, you took on Grievous. And oh, it seemed like a good idea at the time. She's just, like, laughing it off, right? Like, she's doing it in this, like, sheepish way, right? Because he's scolding her. But, like, yeah, there's been absolutely no consequences. And, like, here, again, in terms of their goals, they were there to smuggle the woman off. That part of their mission, like, she's dead now. Like, they've completely failed. And they've been hurt by Vader, right? Whereas with Grievous, she effectively defeats Grievous because she gets away from him without a scratch. They end up destroying the listening post, no problem. Like, there's no setbacks. There's no, like, failure on their part, and there's no consequences in terms of injury or, like, anything like that, right? Like, this is actually much better. much, much better.
Leagues better.
I'm going to make for orbit so we can jump away.
Hera, no. He will have a blockade of destroyers waiting for us.
We're gonna have to smuggle ourselves off Lothal for a change.
That's not a bad idea.
Our scans have indicated that the stolen shuttle has not attempted to leave the system.
Just like I expected. I also feel like they're being, like, strategic on both sides, right? Like, even in, like, the last scene, they're like, okay, well, we gotta do this. Well, no, we can't do that because think about what he's gonna do, right? So we have to go about this from a different... Oh, okay, well, then let's go there, right? And then he's like, okay, I've gotta get these rebels before they enact some plan to, you know, get out of here, because obviously that's what they're going to try to do, so I have to use their compassion against them.
There is a refugee camp the rebels have provided aid to in the past. I want you to burn it. The compassion of the rebels is a weakness.
I'm going to target this place, right? Like, they're both strategizing, trying to, like, they know what their opponent's goal is, and they're trying to think of what they might do, and then try to get ahead of that. Instead of in TCW, where they just always jumped immediately to the correct conclusion and didn't consider any other things, and then it turns out they were right! What? So lucky!
We need your help to smuggle something off Lothal.
Past the Imperial blockade.
I'd be taking an awful big risk.
What do you want?
What have you got?
Imperial shield generators.
How many we talking about?
2.
You are no gambler, Hera. Offering me 2 means you've got at least 6.
More of characters being smart.
Yeah. And that's in, like, in a characteristic way. Right? I think because we had that episode of C-3PO where we were kind of like, he's being dumb, and it's antithetical to what his characterization should be. But here you have the opposite. You have someone not just being smart, but being smart according to what their characterization would be. Took them a long time to notice it.
Yeah, no kidding. Bro, stop. Without even saying anything?
Things are getting worse just as they did back when I was your age, but back then, there were 10,000 Jedi Knights protecting the galaxy. Now,
There's just you and me.
They didn't include Ahsoka. I mean, I know in this series she's always like, I'm no Jedi. But, like, it's just hilarious to me that they didn't include her.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
This happened because of us?
there's a cost for any action we take now, Ezra.
We can fight. We have allies.
You saw what we're up against. Look!
I'm not afraid.
That's what worries me.
This is a good moment. Because, like, not only are they, like, taking this time to be like, every action we take now has a consequence. Where did we not see that? And yeah, the fact that he's like, you should be afraid. It's slightly worrying that you're not.
Yeah. But it's also, again, like, they're kind of taking this moment to mourn over this, right? Like, he's saddened by the fact that this is the outcome of what they're trying to do here. Like, they're trying to help and it's backfiring. This is good. I like this. Where have we not seen this before?
Sabine's gonna tune their signature codes to match this shuttle's.
Sounds like a lousy Lando plan.
No, it's Lando's gear. It was my plan.
Ooh, sounds like a lousy Sabine plan. Better than Lando's.
I love how the droid reacted to that.
I'm scanning a ship leaving the surface in Sector 4.
I'm tracking the identical signal in Sector 11 and Sector 5.
Reminds me of Firefly in the first episode, the crybaby. Like, they're pilfering from that broken down shuttle or whatever it is, and then the Empire, the Alliance, that's what it's called, the Alliance. They arrive and they're about to chase them, but then they set off their crybaby, and it's, basically a transponder that's sending out a distress beacon. So then the Alliance ship is like, okay, well, we can't chase these guys and go help that passenger ship that's in distress. So, we have to pick one or the other, and they pick the crybaby. It's not the same, but it's similar.
It appears to be some kind of device sending out a signal.
Order our pilots to destroy them.
Good response.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can't go back to Lothal, where are we going?
What are you talking about? We're part of the rebellion now.
Are we? Are we all sure about that?
I think the rebels can help us get stronger, so we can go back and change things.
I like fighting with Phoenix Squadron. Reminds me of the Honor Guard.
Good characteristic moment.
I like that they have differing opinions on it.
Mm-hmm.
And even the ones who agree, they agree for different reasons. They each have their own characteristically based perspective.
Mm-hmm.
There is a tracking device hidden aboard that shuttle.
How did they manage that?
I was wondering that too. I was like, when did they put a tracking device on that? Convenient.
I'm not sure how I feel about this reveal. Not only for the how did they do that part of it, but why not just let us figure it out instead of
telling us ahead of time.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that it's smart, but because they didn't show us, or did they? I'm trying to remember if there was. Well, if they did show us, then why would they have him tell us? Unless it's one of those, just in case you forgot, guys, because it's been a few months since you watched the last episode.
Well, actually, it hasn't been months this time. Yay!
It's been at least 8 months.
Has it?
Has it? I don't remember.
Chopper said a transmitter activated on our shuttle moments ago.
We need the fleet to jump out of here. Our shuttle was tracked.
Commander, I'm scanning a ship entering our sector.
If the transmitter only started a minute ago, how is he already?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Questions.
Move Phoenix Squadron to intercept.
They just didn't want to animate faces in this show. Which I understand.
It's valid.
It's valid. I think because you can sort of see their faces, it stands out to me more than if they just had helmets that covered their faces entirely. Because I never thought about it in TCW because you had all the clone troopers always wearing all their helmets, right? You didn't think about their faces. But you can half see every single extra's face. And it's why don't we just see the whole face? I mean, I know why. But it just stands out to me more. I think it's partly because they all look very similar. You can tell they're just using the same stock model. And so then everyone looks the same. It's it worked in TCW because they had all the clones. But in this, it's you're the same, but you're not supposed to be the same.
I don't
know.
I understand why they do it.
I understand. It's a me thing. This is a me problem, not a show problem. And it gets me. It keeps getting me. It's just there's just this little itch under my skin that's just
look away. Don't look. Don't look. Shield your eyes.
We've lost Phoenix 1 and 2.
I like that they're having Vader live up to his
reputation.
Reputation in terms of his,
his piloting
incredible piloting skills. Yeah. He's using his Clone Wars experience.
What are you doing?
Getting involved.
All right, if I tag along?
No!
Go away.
Fleet, raise deflector shields.
We've lost our shields!
Did they ever have them? Because they said put up shields, but all of his shots have hit. As if there's been no shields.
True.
Force is strong with him. Kanan, let's find out how strong.
How can I help?
Just remember your training.
That's incredibly vague. Do you know how much is involved in Jedi training? You should, because you learned, you were part of that from 3 years old to 17 years old, 16? So that's at least 13 years.
And he's younger than her, so he would have less training than her. So it's exactly what part of my training am I supposed to remember here?
Yeah, I think he was 11 when Order 66 happened. Actually, he might have been a little older. I don't know for sure.
I'm sure it's been retconned a couple times too, so.
Yeah. So, that's just a dumb line.
But I also love how even though she left much later and relatively, than he did, she got to the cockpit first, and she takes his chair?
Let's go. Alright, if I tag along? The more the merrier.
Everyone check in.
Rude!
It's like...
Get in the back.
Yeah, why is she sitting there?
It's the Sith Lord we faced.
The apprentice lives.
The Imperial pilot broke off his attack.
Why did Vader not attack? Because he sensed Ahsoka? Perfect shot. Would have destroyed them if they got hit one more time. Oh, dang, Ahsoka. Oh, well, why?
Move your destroyers to block their escape, but hold your fire. I want these rebels alive.
Why is he bothering shooting at them if he wants them alive? He just told the other guys, hold your fire. Is he trying to herd them toward...
It might be hurting. It might be if he damages their ship, he could potentially prevent them from going into hyperdrive, or he could, slow them down enough that the big triangles. They have words. The star destroyers could snatch tractor beam, snatch them up. Yes, my hands tell the story. My words, not so much.
Lord Vader has separated one of the rebel ships from the rest of the fleet.
Then that is our primary target.
Didn't he just
Okay,
tell
so,
them?
yeah, he was hurting. So, he basically just let the entire rebel fleet get away, all because he wants Ahsoka. Mary Sue!
Yes! Serpentine.
Sorry to spoil your fun, Zed, but I'm ordering Chopper to divert all power to the hyperdrive.
Commence hyperspace jump.
Copy that, Commander. We'll meet you at Safe Haven.
Now, gotcha.
Oh!
We've locked onto a ship, but it's not the rebel craft. It's Lord Vader's ship.
Clever. Because I don't know how it works, but if she didn't engage hyperdrive at the split second before the tractor beams engaged, would they have been stuck? Or is the hyperdrive strong enough to break the tractor beam? Because if it's not, like if they would have been stuck if she'd lingered there a second longer, then it's like, oh, isn't that like, oh. But like, it's a clever move. It may be a bit too convenient that it worked, but I don't know enough to be able to say for sure. So I think it works.
Yeah, I would say it works.
And again, like they're changing their strategy and their plan in response to, and they're all communicating except for Ahsoka. Ahsoka was just like, just do a thing. Like, come on, bro. And it's like, oh, super helpful. Thanks.
Also, get out of my chair.
But it's also like, what was she trying to do?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Like,
because she like just went into his mind and then freaked out.
Let's figure out how strong with the Force he is. Okay, what does that accomplish?
Yeah. Was she trying to do like what Vader did to Ezra, where he was like going to get him to cut his own head off kind of thing, right? Is she like, oh, we will get into well, he wasn't even in Ezra's mind when he did that. He was just using his own arm against him somehow. It was cool, but like, it was also like, is he using the Force on his arm, or is he using the Force on his weapon? Or like, I guess he could have let go of his weapon if that was the case and then just run away, but then he'd be weaponless. But then like, I don't know. It's just like, there was something about that moment that was kind of like, it's a cool moment, I guess. It's a bit weird though. But yeah, what was Ahsoka trying to do? Because I'm like, oh, is she trying to get into his head and then like, oh, I'm going to make him steer this way, right into our shots. But like, she doesn't do it. I think the writers intentionally have her be vague because they don't know what the heck she was doing either. They're just like, okay, we need to get her to like go into his mind so she can freak out. Why would she do that? I don't know. We'll just not say that that's what she's doing. She'll just be all like cryptic and like, you know, cool.
It's not your fault, officer. But Lord Vader won't know that.
That's cold.
Oh, dang. Empire bad, by the way.
I mean, in that situation, yeah, just throw the closest guy to you under the bus!
I mean, with Vader, I would be me. Just like, oh.
Sucks to be you!
See ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
Hera said you wanted to speak with us.
Please, come in.
We did.
We're already in!
I haven't sensed a presence like that since...
The Clone Wars.
When in the Clone Wars did he sense the presence of a Sith? Because as far as I know...
He was kind of nowhere near...
To be fair, I don't have a very strong grasp on Kanan's overall story, so there might be something I'm missing. If there is, let me know in the comments. But like, as far as I know, he never encountered a Sith. So like, what is he referring to? Like, the Sith were very much behind the scenes during the Clone Wars.
There was really only Sidious and Dooku and Maul.
Maul
and
wasn't even
Vader.
really a Sith, though.
Yeah, well, I guess my point is there's no way he would have met Maul. There's no way he would have met Sidious. I don't think he ever met Dooku, and even if he did, the sense he would have gotten from Dooku I don't think would have been the same. So he has to be referring to Vader.
But he wasn't even at the temple
exactly
when Order 66 was committed. So like,
exactly, that's what I'm getting. Like,
what are you referring to?
Ahsoka, do you know who or what he is?
No.
Is Ahsoka lying to them? Or is she telling the truth? They're like, oh, do you know who or what he is? And she's like, no, I don't. Is she telling the truth because she doesn't know yet? Like, she has suspicions, but she doesn't know? Or is she like, I do know, but I'm not gonna tell you?
I don't know. It could be either it's just a suspicion, which, like, I doubt, or, yeah, she doesn't want to tell them for reasons.
I think she doesn't really know until her fight with Vader. Spoilers.
Yeah, I don't remember too well.
So then I guess in that sense, she's telling the truth.
Get off the screen.
So I think she definitely has suspicions.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know, so she wasn't lying. But I do love how Kanan, who is, in terms of experience, not as much a Jedi as her, and he's the one who's like, hey, by the way, here's good Jedi wisdom.
We must find the strength to fight, but the greater courage is knowing when not to fight.
And she's just sitting up front. And I mean, like, in that sense, I do appreciate that the focus on her is little. Like, I mean, we're only on the second episode, so maybe it gets worse as the season progresses. But, yeah, she's not being shoved front and center. She's, like, unless it's relevant to her, because obviously they are building up this, like, ooh, so good Vader, right? So in that sense, like, it makes sense that they're still focusing on the main characters there, right? So they're having the main characters have their moments, and she's just kind of on the side of that. So I do appreciate that.
You have them on the run.
Clear the bridge.
Lord Vader.
How did he know that Sidious was calling? Or did he call Sidious by not doing anything? Like, why is Sidious suddenly on the line?
I just kind of assumed that Vader called him, but did he actually,
he didn't push anything! He just suddenly bowed!
Oh, okay. They're very in tune with each other in the Force, I guess.
I guess so. Hey, I'm gonna call. Get everybody out of the... Okay.
Skywalker's apprentice could lead us to other lost Jedi.
Such as Kenobi.
Dispatch another Inquisitor to hunt them down.
As you wish, my master.
Why did it never show Sidious? Are they just talking through their heads? Why wouldn't they animate a hologram?
Too much work, I guess. I don't know.
This is weird. I appreciate, though, that the value of Ahsoka is more in, like, who else she could lead them to, rather than it being all about her.
Yeah. Don't forget to do all the things. So comment below, give us a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, whatever. Share the video, and if you're willing, check out our Patreon page. Or alternatively, you can support us through Super Thanks. That's everything on the board.
Everything important.
Everything important.
Aren't I very cool? I'm not cool. Okay, you can turn it off now, okay?